Going with the 8-iron here. Woo, back there, horsey. And he's safely on the green with that shot.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Setting up here with a very long putt. Oh, just missed. Putting for par. Like the look of this one. That'll hurt the momentum. And this one will be for bogey. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Aggressive play here, going with driver off the tee.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in two. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Henny, how's that ball line? It's tough to see from here.
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
Well played, mate. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
They need to flight this one down into the wind.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Let's hope this one gets a good lie, because it's heading towards the rough. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Looking for the draw, but not finding it.
Playing their 5th shot. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Okay, steady now. Well, that's disappointing. This putt's for double. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Going with the 5-wood. Attaboy, good shot. And he's down there. You got a read?
This one will run uphill.
This is on a great line.
Super shot, that. currently at 6 over par. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9.
Ninth hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Going with the 5-iron here. And he's hit that inside the range.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
16 feet to the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
Wow, was that a rush of blood or something? Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? 4 feet to the cup.
This will be a good bogey.
And there it is. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Luke, this is the spot where you either fail or shine. And I got to say, 9 holes left to put themselves in the top 50 to make it on the Korn Ferry Tour. Failing is definitely an option for this player.
From around 140 yards here.
Back into the wind. They need to flight this one down.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Oh, that's a bonus. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. That shot so good, we need to have another look.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This putt for par here.
On a nice line.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Time to face a par 4 now.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side. will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least. Nicely done.
Second shot here on the 12th. That was a bit of a miscue.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. Wow, that almost went in the hole. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
Well, I like the look of the line here. It should find the fairway. Playing from around 160 yards.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Getting ready to play their third. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Looking really good, this one. Putting for bogey. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Not bad. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Uh-oh, this one's airmailing the green. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Oh, so close. And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Par 4. And a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Setting up in some very deep rough. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Is that what they had in mind?
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
Seven feet to the cup. There it is. Sitting at 8 over par for the day. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
This one might need to get down a little. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Ooh, that almost went down. Beauty of a chip shot there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. The old hammer hands putt. A 7-footer right here. This looks good. And that's for a bogey. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find the sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
From about 130 yards here.
Wind's blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the one in here.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Should find the green. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. That was a little bit too much power. Yeah, that's never nice. Putting it off the surface, that hurts. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
That's pretty tidy. And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
Yeah, that one will play. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Choosing the 9-iron here. That got a little out of control, I think.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Time for the 5th shot. That's a touch of class.
Yes, very smooth tempo.
And with that, this player has finished their Q School final, but Rich, unfortunately they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Korn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Korn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul-searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School final. It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beem.
Luke, always a pleasure being alongside you. Looking forward to the action today.
Time for the second shot into the first. Oh, that was pure. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
Getting off to a great start at this event.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
He's currently tied for 10th. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
Players want to take out any club, driver, three, with whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in two. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie fours are always a good score in this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Opting for the 6 iron. Getting ready to play their third. Well, this one's going right at the flag. Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the second. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This for a birdie run.
He's currently tied for third.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Teeing off here at the third hole.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Going with the hybrid.
This one headed left.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Lining up the birdie putt here.
This is on a stupendous line.
That's a great attempt from long range. So close. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently a couple under for the round. The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Pretty good shot there.
And this putt to move into second spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it.
Surely it's going to.
That's frustrating. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Nicely done. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
That one should find the surface. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. This one's for birdie. That was a gallant attempt. 11 feet to the cup. This one's dialed in. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Setting up now on a par 4.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
Opting for the 9-iron.
They've decided to club up.
This is from miles away. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
And in it goes for the par. Just 2 shots back after that hole. This hole is a par 5.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
Good shot there, Beamer. Second shot here on the 7th.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 2 shots behind. Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt.
Little birdie look in here.
Well played. And that will take him to 3 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3 to say the least.
This looks to be heading to the green.
Well, Luke, you're right. He did find grass, but it's not the closely mown grass.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Yeah, the line was pretty good, but the length, that was loose. This next putt is for bogey.
Luke, as fast as I was traveling, I'm not too sure anything would have slowed that thing down, much less the flagstick.
This putt of about 6 feet coming up. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. He's currently tied for 9th.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
And they'll have to compose themselves now with this tee shot after a double bogey at the last.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play. And this green sits below the players on their 2nd shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Wonderfully played. Sitting at 1 under. Currently tied for 9th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This one's going right at the pin here. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. A chance to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make.
This one's tracking.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Well, right now they should be pleased. They're playing awfully well. They've put themselves in good position to get their Korn Ferry Tour card. But let's face it, 9 holes left. Pressure packed, to say the least.
Well struck. sitting at 2 under, currently tied for 4th place. This should play. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. And this putt to move into a tie for 2nd. Nice line. Trailing by a stroke after that hole.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Time to play one of the one-shotters.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
And he's safely on the green. And this putt to move into a tie for 1st. Ouch, that hurts. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
And that putt will end up short.
That will drive you bats.
And down it goes. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
Time for the 2nd shot at the 12th. Opting for the 5-wood. Lovely effort that. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. An opportunity to make their par. That's a good putt to make, that one. Currently 2 under for the day. We have a par 4 on this one.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
That's some good golf right there. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Just putting on a ball striking clinic, it seems, today, Rich.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Just didn't drop. This is a par putt. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
That was pummeled. Great drive. The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong 2nd shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Parts can be made.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
And he needs this to save par. And down she goes. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Ooh. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This is what they have left for par.
And the putt drops. Now 2 under. Heading down the stretch.
And just a few holes remaining. Let's see what they can produce.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. This is a good time to get hot with the tournament on the line. That was wonderfully done. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. Oh, just missed. This putt about 11 feet in distance. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And this one is for bogey. Oh, what a stroke. That's a good putt to hole for a bogey. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line. Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston. I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
You like that, didn't you? Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. Oh, so close. 8 feet to the cup. Well hold. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have sixes and sevens.
Sitting at 1 under the card, currently tied for 10th place. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Wow, what a shot.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
And this putt for a final score of 69. And with that, this player will finish the Q School final and gain a ticket to the Korn Ferry Tour next season. Congratulations to them. Rich and I will certainly be following their career with great interest.
Absolutely, Luke. They have locked down their Korn Ferry Tour card. Keep your eye on this player. They're going places.
A top 10 finish. Are they pleased with that?
They should be. They should be. Ball striking wasn't great this week. They got a lot out of the game, so a top 10 finish, absolutely respectable.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. UK Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you today's event. Today's coverage of the Korn Ferry Tour opener is about to begin. Luke Helvey here alongside Rich Beem. And Rich, this next golfer is about to take part in their first Korn Ferry Tour event. I'd imagine the nerves are huge. What type of goals are they setting, and what can they expect in the season ahead?
Well, look, there's only one goal for these players, and that's to secure their PGA Tour card. And there's 3 ways to go about it. They can get 3 wins on the Korn Ferry Tour. That will automatically get them to PGA Tour. If they finish in the top 25 in the regular season money list, that will also gain access to the PGA Tour. But for everyone else, they need to finish the season in the top 75 in the points list to qualify for the Korn Ferry Tour Championship. And then the 50 from there will go on and secure a spot on the PGA Tour.
It's all set up to be a beauty. Let's see how it unfolds. Didn't that look good for a long time? Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Judging it beautifully.
Big putt for par coming up. Starting the round at even par.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole. That's nicely done.
Oh, they look like they're taking this on in two.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in two.
Two big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
Oh, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Oh, wow. Steady on there. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Ooh, right by the hole. Just a 4-footer remaining. A good stroke. That did everything but drop. Just a short putt remaining here. Sitting at 1 over for the day. Here we are at the third. Opting for the 5-iron. Needs this one to kick right. He's found the surface. Good chance here. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Feet left to the hole.
Surely it's going to.
That was a gallant attempt. This one's for bogey. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Let's see what happens here on the fourth. Tee shot is looking good here. Henny, what's the player facing here?
And from around 135 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Luke, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the lead. Straight out of the top draw.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Time to face a par 4. That's tidy. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Good shot there. Chance to move up into the top 20 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make here. Well, that's a nice line. Putting for a par now. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Here we are in front of a par 3. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Not a bad play, that one. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
Might need to get the feel back on the putting green.
Downhill, all the way, down grain just a bit. They let it get away from him.
Oh, I don't mind this par putt. No, that's too bad. You'll have to settle for bogey there. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. This hole here is a par 4. Great shot. This one from about 160 yards out.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind.
Going with the 7. That should set up another chance. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. It was on a good line. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
This is what they have left for a par. Now that's how you roll the rock.
Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Sitting at 2 over for the day. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
Taking aim from about 180 yards here.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Going with the 5-iron here. This one needs to kick left. A quality shot, that. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
That's disappointing. It's just about 3 feet away.
Yep, tracking well.
Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Love the long holes. Welcome to the par 5. That's not the one he wanted. This shot from the first cut of rough. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Playing from around 110 yards out.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. And that was a bit of a misfire.
Now trying to draw that one in there, but not committing to it, leaving it out.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Putting for a par here. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on. Playing this one about 130 yards out.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
Going with the 8-iron here. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. That's well played. Pin high. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. Oh, that's frustrating. A par putt awaits. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. This hole is a par 3. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th. Okay, steady now. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. This one's looking good. Good putt, that. Sitting at 2 over for the event. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. Well, that's a handy shot. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, well played. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
Just didn't drop. An opportunity to make a par here. Sitting at a couple over for the day. Let's see what happens here at the 14th. $11 feet to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, well played. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
That dog will hunt.
And they're playing from about 140 yards out.
Went straight down.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Ooh. A par putt on the table. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Opting for the 9-iron. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. Bit too heavy-handed there. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Great touch.
Yep, well done.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Teeing off here on the 17th hole. Wow, that was just striped. Look like this one's heading to the beach. Getting ready to play their third. That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Ooh, nice line. That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
Sitting at 2 over for the day. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one might need to set. And here we are with the third shot. How close was that to going down? Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Such soft hands.
And that's how he signs off on this event. Well, Rich, it's fair to say that this player didn't quite have their best stuff this week.
Not stellar by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, it was quite pitiful, to be fair.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.